Namaste guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm Divya and I make videos book related. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing you the popular books that I read in 2020 and the books that I didn't like in 2020. So without any further ado, let's head on to the video. So the first book that come into this list of the popular books I read in 2020 and didn't like is All the Bright Places by Jennifer Niven. So you all might know that this book was not the bestest book that I've ever read. Seeing the popularity, the hype it has, I've already up a review video, a rant review video for it. I'll put the link here or here. You can check that out. So the book is about Theodore and Violet, and both are suffering from their own some things, and the thing is that because of those sufferings they get connected with each other, being grouped in a school project, and things started to happen with them with a tragic ending. So there are many things in this book that I didn't like, minus the minute things that I did like in this book. So you get to know all of this in that review video. I'm not going to get in detail for this book here. So this is the first book that I read in 2020 and didn't like, and this is a very popular book. Now the next book that I didn't like, everyone I think knows by now my hate, or like not the hate, it would be a really big word for like hate. The worst book might be the word that I read in 2020, and I actually regret buying the whole series. You might have guessed by now that this is a series that is of Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. So I really don't know if this book is actually a popular book or not, but this author is really popular author. So this book is about kind of a werewolf fiction novel in which there's female ladies living in this town where werewolves like people are getting killed with claws mark and everything, and then she gets to know that this is actually a werewolf thing with the silver eyes, red eyes, whatever eyes kind of thing. But again, as a female lead she gets attracted to that thing and they just hit off. But the thing is that this book is very terribly written. The writing style of this book is really bad. The suspense, the whole like the scenario of this book is really bad. The chapters are like one paragraph, like sometimes it was like, I think it was one para long, or like just 1 page or 2 page long chapters. That was ridiculous. So I really didn't like this book at all, and the thing that I actually hold the whole 3 books in the series because of this coverage is the worst. So I would highly recommend you to not ever pick this book. Now the second book that I didn't like, but I do know that I have recommended to you to read this book in this my Indian mythological fiction recommendation video, that is The Palace of Illusion by Chitra Banerjee Divakaruni. So this book is actually a retelling, or not kind of retelling, but a Mahabharata fiction novel. I would again say fiction here. I don't know why many don't say this, but this book is a mythological fiction. It is not related to like actual history of Mahabharata, because there are many aspects in this book that can not be related to our history. So there are certain plots in this book that I didn't like. It didn't just sit with me, that were like Karna, Draupadi, love, even somewhere written that Krishna Bhagwan and Draupadi's kind of a spark was there and everything kind of that. And I like, of course, like the whole vocabulary and everything in this book, but for me it was not that up to the mark, being marketed as a strong voice of Draupadi. So that's why that was the main reason, and the 2 or 3 things that I mentioned, it was not a very great book for me. But even though I recommended it as a beginners for mythological fiction book, so this was the third book that I didn't like in 2020, and it was a really popular Indian book. Now the fourth book is something that I have also a review video up for it on my channel, and I did receive many dislikes for that video, and someone also mentioned that I don't have empathy, as I can't understand, relate to the character, because my parents or I have been a lovable child in this family, in my family. So I can't understand the character. At first I really thought that I didn't want to fight that commenter, because I'm not kind of person, I just usually ignore or delete, but the things she had said, I actually replied very politely that you can't assume things for me and something like that. But I would highly request you all to just don't assume things for me because of this, that I didn't like a book. So this book is Circe by Madeline Miller. I've also said in that video, I'll of course put the link to her video anywhere here, so if you could like that video and increase the threshold of the like. So this book is actually a really good book in the means of writing style, in the means of vocabulary, in means of everything. This book is of course a really beautiful book. I really like the dialogues, character, how it was like written, the format of the characters and everything. I've actually talked really good about this book. But the thing that I didn't like about this book was that I felt like I was reading a storybook, not an actual book, like a novel. And I have also mentioned that this book was just beautiful in every way, but saying that I didn't understand the character because I was living in a family with a very being lovable child, that's harsh and that's rude for everyone to assume about me. You don't know how I'm living. That doesn't mean that my family is not lovable and kind of like, but please don't assume things about me just by the things that I say about a book. Everyone has every different taste. Reading is subjective. So this is my fourth read that I read in popular book in 2020 and I didn't like. Now the fourth book is, this book is something that I really wanted to read, one of the anticipated book, and I actually bought it as soon as the prices drop on Amazon, and that is We Hunt the Flames by Hafsa Faisal, and it already has a sequel out, I guess. But the thing is that, again, as Cersei, this book is just really beautiful. Every description, everything in this book written, vocabulary, description, cover page, inside of this book is just beautiful. But the thing is that the plot is not so beautiful. I didn't find plot in this book. The plot is slow paced. I don't know if it's actually really slow paced also, because I am a slow paced lover, but the slow pace in this book is something beyond me. Even reading half of the book, 1/4 of the book, I didn't find anything to read it further. As I've said, this book is really beautiful and everything. And again, the thing is that the concept of this book was kind of a regular concept for me, like something that is common, because in this book there is this thing that the female lead and the male lead are going around on a journey differently. Of course, they're in the enemies kind of thing, enemies to lover kind of thing is this in the book. And the thing is that they are both going to bring back the magic. So this kind of concept is kind of like a regular concept for me, but I was actually looking forward to this book because the blurb is really catchy, that people lived because she killed and people died because they lived. But again, the whole plot was not something that I was getting, so I didn't like this book, and this is again a very popular book. Now the fifth book that I didn't like, this is the book that I have a video review up again, but this review video was up in January start, I guess, but this book was the book that I read in 2020 ending. So this book is Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. So this book is a very high-end spiritual book, as some says, but I didn't find that. I found it quite regular in the spiritual sense, because I have read many Indian spiritual books, mainly Bhagavad Gita, and as I've said in my review video also, that is superior to me. So I didn't find it that good, like not the hype. I didn't get the hype of this book at all. You can check out my review again, I'll put here or here. I've said everything about this book that I felt, so just go there, and if you want, you can listen there. The video is in Hindi, but I have also put English subtitles in that video. So this is my sixth book in the popular books I read in 2020 and didn't like. So now the seventh book that I read in 2020, a popular book in 2020 and I didn't like, is Red, White and Royal Blue by Cassie McQuiston. So this is a romance, LGBTQ romance novel in which the two male leads are kind of like a president's son of America and a prince of UK. And things happen, they both get to meet, and due to circumstances they get to fall in love with each other. But this might be the case that I am not a very romance lover, that's why I didn't like this book. But also is that I found this book again a regular book for me. So yeah, that might be the case, but I actually didn't like this book. I actually heard the audiobook of this book with the script free subscription in the lockdown that I got. I actually listened to that, and I kind of DNF'd this book after hearing half of the audiobook, because I was just not getting it. Again, as I've said, I'm not a romance, exact romance lover. So that might be the case, but this is also a book on my list that I didn't like, and I read in one of the popular book that I read in 2020. Now the eighth book is Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. So this book was, before even this book was released, the hype that this book got was so damn real, and I wanted to just grab it and read it. And this was actually a second book, I guess, second book for our book club readers of India, and we had the whole this live book discussion. I'll put the link in the description box if you would like to check it out. So the book is about two cousins. One of cousin is, I actually don't remember the names of the characters also, but the thing is that the one of the cousin gets married to this person who lives far away kind of, and in that family she is suffering, and she kind of writes a letter to her uncle like, I want to get out of here, everything is mad and everything. So the uncle like sends her cousin, her daughter, to that place to see what the problem is, and if there is a serious problem, get her cousin back with them. So the whole thing was that I thought this was going to be a gothic, Mexican gothic like it was, but it was not actually gothic kind of gothic. It was kind of creepy for me, and I would just say like the descriptions, everything, writing style was really beautiful in this book, really beautiful. I really liked the writing style, everything, but the ending was something that I really did not expect, or I can't digest. I really don't want to, and there's some instances in this book were really just creepy and disgusting. So yeah, but again this book has really good hype everywhere, but I really did not like this book. I'll of course put the link in the description box of our live show if you want to know the spoilers, everything about this. It's like a 1 hour live show, so if you want, if you can watch it. So the last book in my list, 9th number, is Train to Pakistan by Khushwant Singh. This is yet again a very popular book in India. That is also was our first book read of readers of India. I was really excited to read this book, as the popularity or that this book has in India is really great, being it a patriotic book again, and we read it for 15th of August, I guess, for August month. So it was kind of a different feeling for us also. But the thing is that with the book, kind of like this book is about a village in which this, like, I really don't remember again the name of the village and everything. So this village is kind of aloof from what is going on happening in actually in the main India. They don't know about that. They only cares about what their life is going to be even after partition, because it's going to be the same even if the ruler are Britishers or Indians, like high Indians. It doesn't matter to them. All they matter is that they want to live peacefully, and things happen like that. They don't even know about partition thing and everything that happened. After they got to know about that, they were like, it doesn't matter to us. And the thing is that they are actually at the border of India Pakistan, and there's this train connected to that, and when this train comes, there's always fight going on between the border, and there was this full train came back with the bodies of just the people, the whole bloody body. So the whole story was like that only. And this train to Pakistan, this train goes to Pakistan and then come back to India. So the thing is that what we thought this book would be a really patriotic book and everything, but what we got was that it has really bits and pieces about only the village, people living in villages only. There are some like trigger things in this book also, like pedophile and rape scenes, and the degrading language that are being used for a woman, that I don't know why no one voiced out about. So there are this thing that we didn't know about, that like this will be in this book. So we were really shocked reading that, even though this kind of things did happen back in the time and everything. Yes, I do agree that, but if I got to know about this beforehand, I would have like, okay, I could digest that. So there are these things that happened in this book and everything like that. And again, as I've said, the story was not exactly a patriotic for me. It was mostly about the village and the people living in the village, not exactly about the partition, or just the main thing that actually made me a little emotional was the last ending scene when the train come and everything, the sacrificial thing that happens. Other than that, I didn't feel anything in this book if Indian partition, Indian Britishers rule was mentioned in the book. Only then only I felt something, because reading about our country in the British Raj is something that we all like. It's a really sore topic for all of us. So we do get emotional by reading that. So apart from that, I didn't felt emotional after about reading this book. So these are all the 9 books that I read in popular books that I read in 2020 and didn't like it. If you have any books that you read in 2020 that are really popular and you didn't like it, please do mention in the comment section. I would love to hear that. And please don't come at me saying that, oh, this book is popular and this book is that, and like you didn't understand this book. Is like, reading is subjective. It doesn't like, it's not necessary or mandatory that the something that you read or love is also something that other person who reads and love. Not everyone can relate to something, but saying that you can't relate to that character because you are living in this area, living in like this, please, that's disgusting and really bad. Please don't do that. So I would love to hear your thoughts. If you didn't like any of this book in the list of my list, or if you have any other list to share, please do comment in the comment section. I would love to hear that. And if you do like a video on popular books that I read in 2020 and I really liked, or just books that I read in 2020 and really loved or liked, do comment in the comment section. I'll try to make a video on that. So goodbye to the next video.